Dirty Truth Tellers.
Buyers beware of the person who wants to lift your butt, pull your titties up, or make your lies disappear. Nature has given us a basic, very basic law. You really... Sorry. I got something caught in my throat. I'm trying to sing over it.
The first one was okay, but I'm like, oh, she's going to keep doing it. Okay, yeah. She's going to know what's here and that she's choking.
Buyers beware of the person who lifts your butt, or who pulls your titties up and makes the lines in your face disappear. Nature has given us a basic law. You really can't do much about your natural joy. No matter how hard you try, all the doctors will do is make you cry and look crazy. If they mess up your face and your behind, what do you think you'll look like? I tell you, everybody will look at you and laugh and say, what a fool. So, buyers beware of whoever lifts your butt, pulls your titties up, or take the wrinkles out your face. Buyers beware, beware who wants to nip and tuck. You better beware.
Oh, man. That was unbelievable. That was a beautiful, beautiful, moving song.
Thank you, thank you.
Buyers beware.
That's right.
You know, and let me see if I got the theme of the song correct.
Okay.
It seems to me that song was, because you said something about, moving them titties up.
Yeah. Lift your butt.
Lift your butt.
Pull your titties up.
Right.
Take the lines out of your face.
Right. And that's what a lot of people, plastic surgery is a big thing.
Yes.
In terms of the titties, I've always felt that if your titties start dropping, if they're like a drop, you just flip them over your back. And have your husband or boyfriend, girlfriend suck them from behind.
That's all.
If they're hitting the floor, you can use them to, keep the floor nice.
They have character, that's all.
But a lot of people don't agree with this. They want to change their look. They want to change it. And,
doesn't always make you happy either.
No, but we're going to take a really in-depth look at this tonight's show. So let us begin, because we are Epstein and Hassan Dirty Truth Tellers. And now, the news. Unbelievable.
Face to look.
It's an amazing thing. Good evening, America. We're Epstein and Hassan, the Dirty Truth Tellers, and this is the news. And tonight's news is based on a story that we saw in one of the most prestigious of all news organizations.
Yes.
The New York Post.
There it is.
.com.
You thought we were going to say the Times, didn't you?
Or something else, but not even the New York Post. I think they charge like $2 for the New York Post, which means that you're giving Rupert Murdoch $2. So I'd rather get it for free online. But this was an interesting article, and we're going to talk about it tonight.
Yes.
Okay? So when I start, I always start out as a newsman.
Well, you're great at that.
When I take my glasses off, then I become a commentator. When I'm reading, I'm a newsman. I try not to comment. So if I
almost
fail a
do.
lot. I
Yeah.
fail a lot,
That's
and
okay.
I'm almost always commenting.
Yes,
But it's
yes.
my personality.
Yes.
So the New York Post.com had an article about celebrities and also non-celebrities, just regular folks like us and yous. And they called it dubious procedures in plastic surgery. Dubious procedures. So they opened up, and I had never even heard of this particular procedure before. It's called buccal fat removal. Now, buccal is spelled B-U-C-C-A-L. Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Buccal, yes.
Buccal,
yes.
buccal, whatever.
Yes.
Buccal fat removal.
Yes.
And this involves a celebrity, someone I never heard of, but now I know who they are because I
Yeah.
investigated.
Yes.
Her name is Chrissy Teigen, and she's 35 years old. She is a model and seemed to become famous doing Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
She may have done a lot of other things.
Yeah. She also is married to John Legend.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yes.
Chrissy Teigen. So Chrissy underwent a cosmetics surgical procedure to have fat removed from her cheeks called buccal fat removal. Now, when they're saying her cheeks, are they talking about these cheeks or the ass cheeks?
These cheeks.
Oh, her face cheeks.
Yes.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Experts warn that this is a very dangerous, dubious procedure. But it has really spiked in popularity. A lot of people want to have fat removed from their cheeks.
Yeah, it gives you that sunken look.
Now, doctors are saying this may have disastrous side effects down the line. And what's most amazing about this is that it accelerates aging. So here you are, you're taking the fat out for some whatever reason, but it's just going to make you look older. She also had her armpit fat sucked out.
Well, that's because, like, if you're wearing a dress like this, you have that extra.
Our son Buddy, many people may not realize this, but he also had, as you can see.
Well, that's just natural.
Well, that's just natural? He didn't have it? Oh, I thought he did some plastic surgery.
No, but he would never.
He had his...
he would never. Are you kidding
But Chrissy seems to have a number of issues.
Yeah.
She recently was pregnant, and this is from Chrissy herself. She said, it's really weird when you lose a baby. I heard that she lost the baby. She wasn't able to have the baby.
Yeah.
And your body gets paused in time. I never thought of it like that your body gets paused in time. She said, usually you gain your yum-yums when you're pregnant and then put on the weight of your little baby. Then ideally you have the baby and you would feed it from your boobs. These are her words. And your body would know to change through and do what it does to get back into good physical shape.
Right.
Whatever that may be. But when you lose the baby halfway through, your body just pauses. It has nothing to do. No one to feed. And you're stuck. Stuck with sagging boobs. They were prepping to become milk bags. Your belly was ready to bake. Now, she said, I would be lying if I said this did not suck. Not only are you, sad that your baby died, but your body looks crappy in the mirror. Now, just that sentence alone indicates to me that this woman, it's a very sad thing to lose your baby, but she seems almost equally upset to the fact that she doesn't look good.
Well, that's how she makes her money.
She's a
her
model.
Brand. Yeah,
she's a model.
It's her brand.
So, the dirty truth tellers are here, this buccal fat removing thing, taking it out of your armpits, taking your fat out of your face. It's just going to make you look old moving forward. Next up, this is an interesting one I heard in the song when you were talking about the jaw. This is a very famous celebrity. Her name is Madonna. Now, Madonna recently said that she needed to fix her jaw. And her doctor said that it's an unnatural, squarish, and mannish jaw. Instead of making it flush, they overfilled it. Now, this obviously isn't the doctor that did the operation. No. This is a critical doctor.
Yes.
Another doctor who,
he would have done it if he could.
With a criticism, he criticized another doctor's work.
Yeah.
That's like a comedian or a husband criticizing their wife.
Yeah.
How wrong. Little inside joke. Not that inside now. So he says she looks jowly and puffed out. Now, Madonna has done a lot of work on her face. Let me take my glasses off.
Yes.
It's now commenting.
Yes.
And I kind of agree with the critical doctor. I don't know what the hell she's thinking with these operations. It's time for her to stop.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. Her manager, Liz Rosenberg,
At the time,
she was the manager. Now she's not, right?
Mm-hmm.
She goes, listen, these people are humans with beating hearts. But you know these people. They are commodities. Human beings are commodities. This is what we're always telling you. They're commodities. They're a brand.
That's pretty deep.
That's very sad. Madonna's in her 60s. She's made almost $1 billion in her life. You can't be more of an icon than her. But you get old, you get old. I mean, that's just the way it is. She has like a 20-year-old guy drilling her.
Yeah.
But she's still not going to look the way a 20-year-old looks. You can do as much as butt sucking and sucking butt, whatever. Damn, this angers me, Hassan.
Finish the sentence.
So, they're commodities, and they have to improve on their product. In the business that they're in,
That's right.
you always have to keep improving.
Well, that's the thing with going back to the Chrissy. I mean, she lost a child, and she's feeling sad about that.
Kind of sad. She didn't seem unbelievably
Well,
sad.
I
She seems
think
more sad about the fact
I remember
that her titties
reading.
are sagging.
I remember reading. She was pretty thrown by
Well,
it.
you lose a baby. I mean, so your titties are sagging for a few weeks.
Yeah,
As you said earlier, you can pull that shit back up.
Yeah, obviously for her, you know,
You
that's
people
her brand.
who these people tuning in, they're gaining a lot from this show tonight,
Mm-hmm.
Hassan, because they know this jaw, like Madonna wants to work on her jaw. I never even really thought about her jaw, but then after reading this, I had to go look and see her jaw. She does have an unusual jaw.
Well, she used to have a heart-shaped face.
Right.
And what happens is that the elasticity when you get older, it falls down. That's why she doesn't have a lot of body fat, right?
Madonna has no body fat.
Yeah, she has no body fat. So what happens is, on an older person, your face just looks sunk in.
Yeah.
Like that.
Well, I'm looking at myself. It's pretty terrifying,
Yeah,
but I'm not going to suck the fat out. I mean, I'm just not into that. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not into it. But anyway, let me go further here.
Yeah.
This is another one that's amazing. It's called the Brazilian butt lift.
That's pretty
Now,
popular.
This is not only popular, Hassan. That's what I found fascinating. This is regular people are doing this, not just celebrities. This a Brazilian butt lift, and only the New York Post would feel that this was necessary. They go, the Brazilian butt lift came from Brazil.
Gee,
How is that shocking?
Who would have known?
Who could have figured that
I
out?
thought Australia.
Yeah. And the original technique was very risky, very risky.
Mm-hmm.
There were deaths from the fat going into the lungs, or death from fat traveling through blood vessels.
Oh.
This was said by Dr. Reed. Dr. Reed added that the deeper the infection, the deeper the injection, take out the infection, put in the injection.
Yeah.
The greater the chance of it getting into the vessel. The operation was somewhat condemned. They changed the technique. It's much more superficial now, and the complication is much lower. These complications are still dangerous, and the Brazilian butt lift might be better than the Dominican concrete addition to the ass. In the Dominican Republic, there were many people who were putting concrete in the ass to make the ass stand up more. And that is an absolutely lunatic thing to do, to have your ass like concrete.
God.
You know, the only good thing is if you know anybody who's had that concrete thing put in their ass, you can dribble a basketball on their ass because it's like concrete and you can get a good jump shot.
And this is usually, you might think, well, it's just poor people, but it's not, which takes me to the person that I'm going to talk about. K. Michelle, she's an awesome, awesome performer. However...
What does she do? I don't know.
She's a singer. Singer, actress, businesswoman. She spoke to People magazine about her health issues caused by the black market silicone. And I'm just going to give you a small outline of what she had done. She has had 4 surgeries and 2 blood transfusions as a result of illegal silicone injections. And her recovery as of today is not complete. She has had her breasts augmented, and fat transferred from her stomach to her rear, and then she decided to enhance her hips. Her direct quote was, "I want it to look like a Coke bottle." So she heard about a person in Atlanta who would inject her hips and butt with silicone to help her achieve the shape that she wanted. He wasn't a doctor, it was the black market, and it was these shots called hydrogel injections. That's what they were being called. And she was getting it done, and it was fine. But after a few years, when she started having symptoms, migraine, headaches, fatigues, terrible, terrible pain in the back of her legs and her back. They thought initially she had lupus before realizing the silicone had spread all the way down her legs and was damaging her tissues and threatening her overall health. So she met a physician, and they're still learning how to remove these illegal injections. At first, the doctor recommended to her try liposuction, that would do it. But what they realized was after she went on tour, and for a while it felt good, but after the performance she was rushed to the emergency room because she came too ill and she needed to undergo the 2 blood transfusions. And she said she's trying to heal, and for recently she took a bath by herself for the first time, and she said that was like gold. So, when you're getting these injections and you're getting this stuff, this is a woman who is successful, and you don't always know the person that you're getting these injections
getting
from.
It on the, I'm surprised you even use the term black market, because usually you don't like to put black with something.
Well, these are her words.
Not going to be a white market.
But these are her words.
Is she black herself?
Yes,
K. Michelle?
K. Michelle is black.
I don't know her at all.
Yeah.
She obviously, I don't know where you buy.
But in the black and
silicone.
Latino community, I'm not saying there are, because there are white performers that have had it done.
Madonna probably had it done.
Well, there was allegedly when she came here to perform at the bar in the West Village, they took a photo of her behind. It looked like she had something. You can also get padded underwear, but there's a lot of women who the pressure of looking like a celebrity or believing that that's going to get you something or someone, and we're putting these poisons into our system. So, what we're saying is that that's your personal choice to get that done, but please investigate these people that you're going to. Look at their track record.
If you're going to buy silicone on the market,
That's insane.
I have 2 things to say, Hassan.
Yes, just 2?
On this topic.
Yes.
I am not saying that I am an arbiter of what looks good and bad. I know what I like and I know what I don't like. I never grew up thinking to myself, my Lord, I want a woman that has a Coke ass, that her ass looks like a Coca-Cola bottle. This seems to be the new thing. Like every hip-hop star that I see on these award shows, they have these huge asses, and everybody was showing their ass. Literally, everyone was showing their ass. The ass's main function.
Well, let's not forget Kim Kardashian.
Another one, I don't like her body.
I mean, she says it's authentic.
The ass's chief function is to take a dump. And if you have a big ass, I guess you could be a little more comfortable.
Or for a gay man, you might want sex that way.
Well, a lot of people like sex in the ass. I'm not saying that, but its main function. I didn't say that a secondary function.
Okay.
Secondary, you can fuck in the ass, you can do a lot of things with the ass.
Right.
Its main function
is
to shit. And I don't think when God was putting the body together, he was thinking, well, maybe God is a she, maybe it was a woman.
We don't know.
Right, they. That the ass would be such a big
big deal.
Big deal. Like the ass was, you take a dump out of it, and it's, But my main point, and before our guest, I hear him coming in, Joe Keys.
Okay.
But my main point is this: these plastic surgeons. So here you are, right? You're super smart. You're a doctor. You're in medical school. You're really smart. And you're coming up, and then they come to the point when they need to know what you want to do as your specialty. So now, a person who does plastic surgery on people who've had car accidents or a crash, some type of crash, that's very great work. But a lot of these people become plastic surgeons because there's tons of money in plastic surgery. There's like not as much money in trying to find a cure for lupus or for some disease. Like I read recently that pharmaceutical companies, if less than 200,000 Americans have a certain disease, the major pharmaceutical companies like Pfizer and Moderna and all those companies, they don't even look for a cure, because there's not enough people who are going to have that particular thing. That stunned me. I was really stunned at even how low they are, because I think one of those two, these are some diseases, some of them I never heard of, but these are less than 200,000 Americans are afflicted. The big pharmaceutical companies aren't even interested in trying to get to a cure because there's not enough profit to be made. So when you become a plastic surgeon, you basically have taken all of your skills, all of this gift that you have, that you're really super smart and that you made it through medical school, and then you decide, you know what I want to do? I want to make women's asses look fatter. That's what your goal is. Or I want to take the fat out of the cheek, or some amazing thing like taking the fat out of someone's armpit. This is what you want to do with science? This is why nobody believes you. This is why doctors have lost all of the great respect. You know, when I was coming up as a Jewish person, a doctor was like right behind Moses, right under Moses, in how important you were to the society and to the community. And now what your goal is to take the fat out of somebody's armpit? That's what you went to medical school for? I mean, how greedy is everything? And how greedy are these pharmaceutical companies? You're not going to search for a cure for something unless you can make a couple of billion? I'm sure if 200,000 people have a certain disease, you can make a few million off of that. I'm not saying you're going to be able to make billions, but they're not even interested in that. They don't even care about that. Come on in, Joe. Just a little emotional. Ladies and gentlemen, the artistic director of the Black and the Jew. No, we're not. This is not Black and the Jew Comedy Hour. This is Epstein and Hassan's Dirty Truth Tellers.
Yeah.
Confusing shows because of the guests that we're going to have on later in the show.
You have a guest, man.
Yeah, today we have our first live guest. Not live, on Zoom, a Zoom guest. The beautiful and talented Jay Grayce.
Oh, I didn't hear the theme song for the news go off.
Oh, wow. No theme song?
Well, did y'all play one?
Yeah, we played it at the beginning.
Oh, all right.
I heard the theme song.
Oh, I was listening to it at home, man.
Okay, you got here pretty quick. You live in the Bronx.
I live in the next building, man.
You live in the Bronx. You don't live in the next building.
I got an Uber.
Okay, you got an Uber.
Yeah.
So what do you have for us, Joe?
Well, I'm on this theme that y'all talking about plastic surgery, right? I ain't never had no shit done.
You don't look like you've had any work
No,
done.
I don't know how to take that.
You should take it just the way it sounded.
Now, how does it sound? What are you saying?
You look like a man your own age. You know?
What, 50?
Yeah, mid to late 60s, you know?
Ain't no mid, motherfucker. Midnight at the Oasis, motherfucker. Nah. You know, look. Yeah, a lot of people had some work done, man. I just noticed that, you know. Some of them, it was like Barry Manilow.
Oh.
That shit, Barry, you went too far.
Barry, even Mandy won't fuck you now.
Yeah, Billy Crystal, you went
Billy
too far.
Crystal, what were you thinking? Billy, when you look in the
doing?
mirror, when you look at that face,
What was you thinking,
that face,
man?
Billy, I mean, really? You think you look better? I mean, I don't think you look better. Nobody gets fooled by plastic surgery.
No,
you don't go,
we can tell.
You go, oh, that person had a lot of work done. That's all.
And y'all walk around saying I'm eating ain't no fucking vegetables do that. Jada, you did something to your cheeks. We can tell. Vivica, I love you, baby, but something you did to your face. And Tiny, and you don't know she a hip hop, right? Not only, man, she changed the color of her fucking
Lil' Kim?
eyes. No, Tiny.
Oh, because Lil' Kim looks pretty bad, too.
Yeah, she did some shit, too. But Tiny...
I don't know who Tiny is.
Her eye color, man. Her eye color.
It doesn't work.
Sammy Sosa changed his skin color.
He went from black to a yellow kind of look.
Yeah, all these motherfuckers. Bono, what did you do? You know, the thing is, you can get tricked, right? You get a couple shots of Botox, right? And it looks like you're refreshed, that's all right.
It doesn't look refreshed.
Yeah, it's the first time you do. But what happened is you get tricked. Vanessa Williams, baby, we can tell.
This is the thing.
We can tell. You don't look refreshed.
If you're an actor or an
younger,
actress.
you look different.
if you're an actor or an actress,
Yeah.
you want
Expression
emotion
in
to
your
show
face.
in your face. If you've had a lot of Botox, your face is like, it doesn't move.
Yeah, you're doing a scene like this. I just want to kill you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not,
That's so fucking funny.
you know, it's not a good
Yeah,
idea, Joe.
yeah.
I mean, I'm really serious. I'm really glad you haven't done any
Not
plastic
a
surgery.
fucking thing.
When I look at your face, I can
You
tell
don't
this
see
is a
shit, right?
I don't. It's like a face. It's a
Yeah.
you can see
Well,
emotion.
you haven't had nothing done.
No. I'm never gonna have anything. Like somebody said to me, you know, Epstein, you know, you got the bald spot on the top of your head.
Yeah, fuck that.
He goes, you know, you look like an aging rock star. Smoke cats, the son of a bitch.
He said that to you.
He commented on someone's
Hairy.
looks. Can you believe that?
Yeah,
A man that's got more hair on his back than he has on the top of his head since he's young too.
Yeah,
He gave it to his
really?
son, his own son now. The whole cat's family. But he's telling me that, you know, why don't I do some because I basically have a bald spot on top.
Right.
Do some hair transplant up there. You can kind of. I go, listen. This is what you. When I married
Why
someone,
won't you, man?
because I don't believe in it.
But even hair transplant?
No, I don't believe in hair transplants. I don't believe in dick elongating. I know a guy that went to get his dick elongated.
Yeah.
Not that I need that. I'm not saying I need a
No,
dick
yeah,
elongation,
I
but in
don't-
case
I
I
don't-
did need a dick, and this is not this is true because I'll put on my new glasses so people know I'm not lying. This guy went. They broke his fucking dick. He's a young guy. He's
And
like
that dick don't work.
and he's a half black guy.
Yeah.
I guess the half of his dick that was white was reducing
Fucked
it.
up,
They
man.
broke his fucking dick. He can't get a boner. Now, what's more important, to have a small dick, at least your dick is hard, or to have a dick that doesn't work? A worthless dick, Joe.
Well, you know, someone like Brad Pitt, right? He had his ears done because they used to be out like this. He felt like it helped his career.
Look,
Like you said earlier, these motherfuckers are a commodity, man.
right.
Oh,
I didn't say that.
Yeah, but what's
Madonna's
that
manager,
actress?
another
that-
Jew, Rosenberg.
She was in Flashdance. She had her nose done. Don't nobody even recognize
You know,
her now.
when they do your nose job, they break your nose.
It's kind of
And that's a very painful thing to break your nose.
Yeah.
So, anyway, Joe,
I
thanks
like
for coming
I
in.
like a natural woman, baby. Like, you know what? If you,
Stacey Abrams, she
Yeah.
looks natural.
I love her. I love your titties. And let me tell you something, ladies. Your titties aren't sagging. They have character.
They're relaxed.
They're relaxed. And you let your titties relax. Fuck a man that can't deal with your relaxed titties.
Love yourself however you look.
That's right.
You know, think of me. Look at what I look like.
There you go.
Look at this. I mean, you
It's
know,
amazing.
it's amazing. And you know, I'm almost like a 100-year-old guy already, and I'm not going to kid myself into thinking I'm a young guy.
No, you're not.
I'm not going to kid anybody.
No, but see, I look good. That's all
You
I'm
do.
saying. Yeah.
Buddy, I thought had some plastic surgery.
No,
'cause
he ain't had shit done.
you know, he got mad when I said that.
No.
So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary artistic director of
No plastic
no,
surgery.
not an ounce. Me,
Now, that don't mean I won't touch a titty that ain't real. I'll do it.
you will touch that. I don't like the way they feel. Not that I've ever felt one, because
No, I'll touch one, yeah.
I was in burlesque. I was a host of a burlesque show for quite some time, and occasionally I'd bump into one of the fake ones.
What bumping you doing, man?
You know, I bumped into him like I was all,
Yeah,
excuse me,
yeah,
Hassan's not here, excuse me, excuse me. A bump. I
Bump.
accidentally bumped into someone's head. It could happen.
And you felt it.
Squeezed it, licked it. Nothing bad. Nothing bad.
Well, that's all that counts. But I'll take a fake titty.
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go, man.
Joe Keys.
Yeah.
So hopefully this was an enlightening show to you guys. Don't do it. You know, really think about it. If you're thinking about doing plastic surgery, maybe you could think about it and think to yourself, you know, do I really want this? Is this what I want? Because love who you are. This is all based on the fact that they've made us hate everything about ourselves to sell us products. We've been brainwashed since we're little children in this culture. It's all about staying young. Purchase this, purchase that, you'll be happy. You know, and I don't like to always throw around the Buddhist beliefs that I have, but I do definitely understand what Buddha was saying, that happiness is a state of mind that comes from inner peace.
That's what he said,
You can't find happiness in external things, because according to Buddha, external things don't even exist.
Nope.
They're just mere appearances to your mind. You're creating it. When you think something is attractive, it's your mind telling you that. So look in the mirror and whatever you see, be happy with whatever you got.
And you know, the thing is, we have so much fear of aging. We have so much fear of dying. And I don't care who you are. I don't care how much money you have. You're going to die.
You're going to drop dead. That's the way it is.
So love your life and live your life, because there's always someone younger than you. There's always someone older than you. And the thing is, you keep adjusting and adjusting and adjusting and adjusting and adjusting and adjusting and adjusting.
Wow, she said adjusting like 900 times.
Because you know what? I kept thinking of Michael Jackson, what he did to his face. Adjusting and adjusting. When
he was really attractive until he made himself look like that.
There was something internal going on there.
You know, a lot of people, I'm going to leave you with this. It's controversial. Because a lot of people will say to you, I do plastic surgery on myself because I love myself. And it makes me feel better. And I think that is their right. But I think because, you know, I look, I'm not a person that just accepts what people say. I like to look a little deeper, maybe because I'm Jewish and Freud and cocaine and my mother, you know, all that stuff. I have it in me, that Freudian shit.
You have a lot of shit
in me about mothers and cocaine and wanting to kill my father to fuck my mother, all that shit. I mean, who doesn't have that in you? So I have no idea. I totally lost what I was going to say. Because I can't believe I just said that I want to kill my father to fuck my mother on camera.
Well, why?
Well, because once I get rolling...
Okay, but what's your point?
I forgot my point. That's the whole point.
You were talking about plastic surgery.
I think that you got to think about it. If you want to, like, change the way you look so badly, maybe there's something internal that you need to take a look at. But I hope this was...
What the hell do we know? We look like
this. We're Epstein and Hassan. 2 old bags.
Yeah.
Still loving each other.
That's right. And my titties are relaxed.
You know, what can we say? We're the Dirty Truth Tellers. Don't go anywhere. Jackies. The Jackies are going to be here.
Yes.
They are going to be here. We didn't know if they could show up, but they're going to be here.
They showed up. They didn't think we were going to show up, but they showed up.
So good evening, everyone. We're Epstein and Hassan, the Dirty Truth Tellers. And tonight, we've now done, I believe this is our 40th show.
Yes.
And this is going to be the first show that we've ever had a guest with us.
Yay.
So,
yay.
We'll start out with the first guest that we're ever going to have on the Dirty Truth Tellers is someone that we met a long time ago at a place called New York Talk Radio.
That's right.
Yes.
She hosted her own show, and we were a guest on her show.
That's right.
And
that is true.
We did our own show, the Black and the Jew Comedy Hour.
Yeah.
And we've always liked her. And I believe her name is Jay Grayce. Let's give her a round of applause.
Yes.
Now, Jay,
thank you so much.
Years, so I'm going to just try to get a quick update because I think when we used to know you, you were single.
Yes.
And now you're married.
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
So now you're married.
I'm an old married lady.
How long have you been married?
Oh my gosh, it's going to be 11 years. 11 years next month.
All right, 11 years. All right.
Yeah.
Because even though I was married when I knew you, I did flirt with you outrageously. But now that I know you are married, I will not do that at all.
He's right next to us.
That's why I can tell he's right next to you.
I'm going to pan down. Look.
Let me see him. Let me see him.
Oh, he's a big dude.
He's a big guy.
Oh, no. He would kick Epstein's ass.
No.
There's no problem. Flirt. That's fine.
Yeah, you want
it. I'm tired. I'm on vacation.
So Jay had her own show, and
what was the theme of your show that you had?
It was a variety show. Mm-hmm. So basically, I did things. I interviewed people that entertained me or inspired me. So it could have been a poet. It could be an actor, comedians, metaphysics, which is something that I'm really interested in. And spirituality, and also women's issues. As you know, I'm a sexual assault survivor, and I had a show at WBAI for like almost 15 years.
Yes,
and it was specifically for survivors of rape, and where they share their stories completely uncensored. And I did that for about 15 years, and then I took a break, and we moved to Florida.
Well, I want to get to that. I do want to get to the fact that you live in Florida because my personal feeling is that I would like Florida to secede from the nation. You and your Governor DeSantis and all the rest of your stuff that you got going on there.
Not my governor.
No, he is your governor. He is your governor. He is your governor.
Yeah. Like we had to own Giuliani, you have to own him.
And de Blasio, we got people, we have to own that. And you guys, because I mean, Florida is where do you live in Florida?
I live in Sarasota, by the beach.
Okay, so you must like it near the beach, right?
Absolutely.
You like a beach kind of. I'm not a beach person. Like as you can tell, I'm like very white. Like I'm a very white person. I'm one of these people when I go.
It would not do well. You need a lot of SPF.
I have to wear like a full body armor when I go in the beach. You know, I have like a hat on. I wear a suit. You know,
like the Amish.
Real
no joke.
No joke.
There's a lot of Amish people in Sarasota, which we didn't know. So we went to the beach, and they have full garb like the olden days.
Right, they're like the Hasidic Jews.
Yes, and they were bright, like the moon was just so white. It was hilarious with like black socks all the way up to
that's
the
me.
knees.
Like that's me. I'm a very white guy, and I always dress in black. And I'm like a Hasidic Jew, except I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not into golden showers.
You can blend in Sarasota then. Just hang out with the Amish.
But Jay, I want to find out from you with where the world is at today, and you say that you very much have a strong spiritual practice. How do you get through day to day?
That's a great question. Just faith, really, just waking up and getting strength from my family, getting strength from my husband, and just working. I mean, being honest with my feelings. I mean, it's been a rough couple of years, needless to say. It's globally and individually. My husband has been recuperating for almost a year and a half. He had an infection during the pandemic. It wasn't COVID, but it correlated around that time. So we didn't see each other for about 4 months. Wow. He was in the hospital, no communication. He had about 4 surgeries within 3 months. And he has been doing awesome, but it's been really, really hard. Wow. Emotionally and physically and mentally for all parties involved. And then we have a pandemic to deal with as well.
Right.
Yeah. So every day is different. Some days I wake up and I feel like crap, and I got to own that. And I cry and I get mad, but I get over it.
Right.
And so I do meditate a lot. I do talk a lot, which my husband loves about my feelings.
I love hearing about feelings.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I think in our relationship, Steve is more of a talker. I'm more like a cat. I will go and hibernate someplace until I can sort it out.
He does that. My husband does that. Yeah.
How am I going to do that? I was paralyzed for the past year and a half. I couldn't leave a room. I was a captive audience.
Did you hear this?
I feel really bad for you.
Captive audience. No, because he was paralyzed for about a year and a half, so he had no choice to deal with me.
Don't give my wife any ideas.
Oh, please.
She would torture me. Like if I was paralyzed, believe me. You know? She would be one of those women like a Joan Crawford kind of character.
Get out of here.
Although I've done that. I played around with him and done that to him.
Wow. Well, that's pretty intense. I feel really sorry that you had to go through that kind of thing. I mean, you know,
how did it integrate in your relationship? I mean, when one partner is not doing well, right? And the other, when he was, let's say, not feeling well or not patient, how were you able to give him the space to be where he was at?
He would tell me, I need my space. And I had to deal with it. I didn't like it at times, but I allowed him space because he needs it. We all do.
So let me ask you this question. When he was paralyzed in the bed,
Did you ever like dress up in a really hot, sexy nurse's outfit?
Tell him to get
I
up.
flashed him a lot.
You did flash
You know,
him.
like I would
That's
come
what
out
I
of
want
the
to know. Like,
shower,
did you
and
wear?
I would just flash him, yeah.
Because a
And
nurse
then
is.
she dressed me up.
And then I would dress him up. And I would put makeup on a pretty.
Yeah, exactly. You can do whatever you want. Turn him into your girl. He could have been your girl, right, Jay?
Shit.
Right? Yeah. You strap one on.
You look so pretty.
Yeah. Oh, you look so pretty, and look at this big black dildo I bought for you.
Oh my!
Oh, man.
My God! What happened there?
Well, Jay, I have one serious question, and I don't want you to take offense to it.
Sure.
Why do you dress your dog?
What do I dress my dog?
You put your dog in clothes, don't you?
A little bit, not a lot. He won't let me.
Yeah.
Thank you. I don't understand it.
He's a French poodle. I got to man him up as much as possible.
A little bit, yeah. Come on.
What is your What is your husband's ethnic background?
Jewish.
I'm a Puerto Rican Jew.
A Puerto Rican Jew.
Oh my God.
Are you serious?
Building.
Oh man,
That's beautiful.
What did you say about a building?
I'm my own.
You're the super in
Of
your own building. Yeah, all right. He's going for the
The old
Jew.
joke. The old joke.
Wow, that's really interesting. So who was the Jew? Your mother or your father?
My father.
So did your mom ever tell him she wanted to taste that Hebrew national salami? Did she ever tell him that? You think in all their years of marriage?
Ooh, you know that. Think about my mother, my dad.
He needs to go to therapy for that.
She didn't warn you. She didn't warn you about us. This is what we do. You know, when we have sex, we talk like we did a show called "What You Can and Cannot Say During Interracial Sex." That was the name of our show.
Yes.
And one of the things we learned that I couldn't say stuff like "blow me buckwheat" to her.
No, there's just certain things
And
she
she couldn't say "eat my pussy, Christ killer." That was those are a couple
those
of
were our
rules
lines.
about Black Jewish love, but you're a Jew Puerto Rican love. That must have been pretty good.
You know, when I used to say I'm going to eat your paella, but I really thought he meant ice.
It's not kosher though, the paella. That's the problem.
How did your family feel about your marriage?
Ooh, both my families don't speak. My mother doesn't speak to her family, and my father really doesn't speak to his family.
Really?
Are you thinking
Because
about
of their marriage?
of his parents? Is that what you're asking?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They don't get along with each other well.
They didn't like it. They weren't happy with it.
That's okay. So what?
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean,
So what? I think that a lot of times when you're in a relationship that goes against the family structure, you have to have a really strong internal sense, because it's not even like it brings up so much fear for them.
Yes.
The unknown. And it's not like marrying someone who looks like them, like all their relationships were so happy, because they weren't.
Would the Puerto Rican side of your mom was Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Yes.
Her parents have preferred, instead of a Jew, that she married a Dominican. Wouldn't that have been worse?
That would have been worse.
I think that would
Yeah.
only until I met Jay and her family, but wow, I did not know how bad Dominicans were.
No, because Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, like white people, we don't even notice the difference, but they seem to have all kind of shit going on.
Yeah.
So were you bar mitzvahed?
Yes.
You were bar mitzvahed.
Wow.
I converted to Catholicism when I was 35.
Okay.
Okay.
Like Jesus himself, you decided to become a Christian. That's cool. I mean, Jesus was a Jew. He himself was a Jew, right?
Yes.
Are you
Absolutely.
Are you religious? Do you consider yourself religious?
I'm spiritual.
You're
Yeah.
spiritual. Well, Jay is a very spiritual person.
Yeah.
We were going to do some kind of thing with you, right? With the radio.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
still doing that?
Well, we haven't had a chance to do anything this past year and a half, but that's what we want to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
She was busy saving my life, and I'm not saying that.
You really owe her, man. You owe her. She
If it
hung in
wasn't
there.
for her, I wouldn't be alive.
Wow.
Well, that is a unbelievable blessing, and really, I think a lot of times when you're in relationships, it's the hard times that test your strength.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. It tests your strength.
Well, this has tested our strength because we live. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. It's very easy to get along well when times are good. It is the truth when back
goes
up against the
down.
wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we live in a tiny apartment, and during the COVID, like for periods, we've been stuck in here together, like relentlessly. Like, you know, I know too much about her now. I've been with her for 35 years, but I spent in the first 33. I didn't spend that much time with her. I really liked her. The last 2 years, it's just been like, my God, this COVID, that's that governor of there, that DeSantis guy. He won't let the COVID end.
Blame it all on him. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. And you had all those right-wing radio guys that died they said that don't take the vaccine, and then they dropped it.
What happened to your show?
What's that?
Didn't you do a show?
Yeah, we did a show, and YouTube censored it. They wouldn't put it up because we said we said they talk shit, they got sick, they dropped dead. And for some reason, YouTube said that didn't meet their community standards. So I didn't even know they had community standards.
I was going to say, ooh, excuse me.
They have films of Nazis.
Nazis.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's true. They do have films of Nazis.
Yes.
So Jay, when you do your radio show again,
yes,
like a radio, you're going to do more of a spiritual thing, right? You're going to talk.
Well, it's going to be more variety, like I had before, where I had an opportunity to implement spirituality, the arts, and basically anything that entertained me or I was curious about, I would want to put in there.
Right.
So
you were the good show on New York Talk Radio.
Yeah.
You were definitely the good show. I remember, and you look good in your hat. Even though her husband's there, he's kind of weak right now. It's like you still talk.
He's
shit
not
there.
weak now.
Oh, okay.
He's not weak now.
You still look good.
he's not weak now. Mess you up.
He looks pretty strong. That Puerto Rican side of him. It's not the Jewish side, probably, right? I mean, he looks like he's
I started walking.
You started walking now, so.
That's my luck. We should have did this a few months ago when we could have just talked shit about him all show, tilted him over and stuff, knocked him off the bed, you know?
Oh, man.
Yes.
And what about you guys? I want to know more about you. What are you guys up to?
Well, we since the COVID, we're not really up to much. You know, we started doing the YouTube show just so that we could do something, basically.
Yeah.
Before you guys kill each other.
We're not really ready to go back live because, first of all, I can't imagine performing to people wearing masks. You know, it's a comedy show and we're right on top of people. So we're going to see what happens, but it's been for everybody. I mean, I'm not complaining.
For performers, if you're not on Broadway, it's almost impossible. People aren't coming to shows.
Right.
They're just not coming.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you're a big name concert like Bruce Springsteen or Chris Rock, the small clubs because we live in Greenwich Village and it's pretty bad right now. Like the clubs are asking, there's a bar called the 55 Bar, the jazz club. They are asking for a GoFundMe for $100,000 to stay in business. There's nobody, it's very challenging.
Big name people have more of an opportunity. And yeah.
Where are you right now? And you're in a hotel right now?
We're actually we rented out an Airbnb, a house right canal, so he can do some fishing.
Okay.
And
beautiful.
Oh, this guy's not Jewish. He wasn't born Jewish. No, a Jewish fisherman. I never heard of that. What's he gonna catch? You gonna catch some locks?
Are you kidding? Tuna. He's like tuna.
I grew up. My grandfather would take me to the Hampton Bay Locks at 4:00 in the morning. I'd be eating a bagel and tuna.
Well, guys, it was
been really great.
time.
Oh, something happened. Oh, there we go then.
Hey, Jay, it was really great seeing you.
Yeah.
Great to see you guys. Listen, when I am ready to do my thing, I will contact you guys so you can come into my show and promote your stuff.
Please, please.
And we'll definitely, this show will go up. This show's going to go up in about a week. So I'll let you know when it's going to go up.
Okay.
And what's your husband's name?
Mark.
Okay.
Both of you are two very, very special people.
I'm really glad you were here, Mark.
Yeah.
Me
Thank you
too.
so
Me
much.
too.
I'm a big, huge fan. I can't wait for Jay to have you on her show.
You guys, you did it. I'm really glad you were here. Jay on her own, I don't know if she could have held it together today.
Yeah.
You were
Right? I know, right?
You know, since
I needed his support.
Yeah, she was nervous all day.
Yeah.
I know. So was I, Jay.
What?
I was a total lunatic all day today.
Yeah, because we never did this before on the Zoom.
No, a total lunatic.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad I was the first one. Please.
You were first.
If you guys need me
You
anytime.
broke our cherry. You took away our
Let me know.
cherry.
Yes.
I don't have a cherry anymore. Zoom cherry. You took it away.
Mwah.
Love you.
Love you guys.
Have fun.
Take care.
Have fun.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh my God! What's wrong with humans?
Oh, they're cutting their faces.
I didn't even know that. That they take fat out of their armpits.
Under your arm, from under, take fat off your ass, right? Or on your cheeks and put it on your ass.
They got so much going on with their armpits. They shave.
Gee
They take
whiz.
fat out.
All
I mean,
the
it's-
hair.
It's a pretty disgusting part
All
of your
that
body.
shit they do.
And then the ass. That I
That's
totally don't
disgusting.
get.
You're gonna put something in your ass, man.
You know, you fatten up your ass.
The thing is, when you do that, when you're gonna wipe that ass, you have to now lift the cheek because it's not natural.
It's like this guy told me once that sumo wrestlers in Japan, they can't wipe their ass because they can't get their arms.
But what's that
back
got
in.
to do with surgery,
So
man?
they got a person whose job it is to
wipe their ass.
with a
Yeah,
towel.
yeah.
Can you imagine that job? Wow.
All right, I would do it.
That sounds like a tough job.
I would do it.
And it was great seeing Jay Grayce
Jay
tonight.
Grayce was great.
She looked so cute.
Yeah, with her little hat
Wearing
on.
a hat.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, her husband,
Big old Mark.
he can't say she has him paralyzed.
Yeah.
Wow. What a way. What a thing to do to your husband.
She didn't do that to him.
We don't know that.
She
We have
did
no
not
idea.
do that to Mark.
I think Jay gave him such a good ride that she broke his
Broke his
or
spine.
something.
Yeah, well then that's good ass.
Yeah,
man.
that's some good ass.
Yeah, Jay got good ass.
Good ass. No plastic surgery.
None there.
You just get in there.
Good ass.
With a jockey.
Yeah.
Fuck Niels.